guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be about false lashes and how I apply them to my face. I hope that this video will help you out, even if it's just a little bit. I don't know, I get asked a lot about how I put on false lashes, and everyone, I hear a lot of people saying like they can't do it because it's so hard, but I think if you keep trying and trying, you know, it'll get easier. False lashes are a bitch to put on. They're a real pain in the ass, but I just wanted to throw this video out there for you in case you wanted to know how I put them on. Hopefully it helps. I hope it does. But yeah, it's gonna be a short video, so I'll just get right into it. So before I show you how I put on my false lashes, I wanted to show you how to figure out which eyelash goes on which eye. If you get an eyelash that come in a pack that, you know, go horizontally, this one would be your right eye and this one would be your left eye. So it's pretty simple when they come in a pack like this. But when they come in a pack that go up and down like this, sometimes it gets harder for people to determine which eyelash to put on which eye. So if these eyelashes are made for a normal human being with normal eyelashes, the inner corner will be shorter than the outer corner. See how it's shorter right here and it gradually gets longer? This is your right eye. You always want the shortest part of the lash to go in your inner corner, because if the outer corner, the longest part, goes in your inner corner, it's gonna look super, super weird. And if you look at your actual eyelash in the inner corner, they're gonna be shorter and they gradually get longer. So this mimics your actual eyelashes. So that's how you're gonna figure out which eyelash goes on which eye, if they are stacked up and down or even left to right. Honestly, if I were you, I would always check, focus. If I were you, I would always check to see which corner is the shortest and which corner is the longest. So you always want to make sure before you put them on, you're putting the shortest lashes in the inner corner and the longest part of the lashes on the outer corner. Otherwise, it's going to look super goofy and just not right. So yeah, that's all there is really to it to figure out which lash goes on which eye. It's super, super easy. You'll get it. Don't worry about it. Unless they're extremely like shitty lashes, then they'll all be a uniform length, which is a little bit creepy to me, but hey, you know, if it works for you, it works. So now let's go put on our eyelashes. Okay, so before I show you how to put on your false lashes, I'm going to show you which false lashes I use, and it's these right here. Hopefully you can see them. They're the Christina eyelashes. They're kind of like red cherry lashes, but they are different. They're 100% human hair, and the number is DW, I believe. Yeah, so this is what I use. And when they come in the package, they're not pre-cut for your eyes. So you're gonna have to put them up to your eyes, measure them, and cut them to the length of your upper lash. What I would do is, if you're going to measure them and make them the size of your upper lash line, you need to cut them from the outside corner. So let me see here. So this would be the outer corner. You need to cut them from the outer corner. If you start cutting them from the inner corner, it's just gonna look a little weird. You can do it. If that's how you like to do it, that's fine, but I think it kind of looks a little wacky. So I would recommend just cutting them from the edge and cut a little at a time. You don't want to cut a huge chunk and then be like, oh shit, I cut half my lash off. So just to start, cut little pieces at a time, remeasure, and then, you know, etc., etc. I'm not going to use these lashes right here because I really just don't feel like cutting them up yet, because I think I have a couple more uses out of the old lashes I have right now. The eyelash glue I use is this Duo eyelash glue. It's a brush-on adhesive and it's got vitamins in it. I don't know. But this is the one I use. When I pull it out of the tube, it looks like this. It's got like a brush applicator. I'm gonna just take this brush and brush it right on the band of the eyelash. And what I like to do is put more on the outer like corners, I guess, the corners of the lashes, than the middle, because for me they tend to lift throughout the day, so I like to make sure I have the edges really, really good. I mean the corners really, really good. So if you can see right here, this side right here is the shorter end and this side is the longer end. So this is going to be on my right eye. And what I do is I just drop it right on top of my real lashes, and then I grab the inner corner, if I can grab it, and start pushing that right onto my lash line. And then once I have that nice and set, I grab the outer corner and then kind of pull it taut. Not too hard, but I pull it taut and then push that right into my lash line. And the reason I do that is because I don't want any, you know, bubbles and space in the middle between my real lash and my false lashes. If you're more comfortable using your fingers, you can. For me, it's harder to use my fingers and put them on properly, so I use my tweezers. All right, so when you have the outer corner and the inner corner where you want it to be, and that's when I start taking my fingers and pressing my false lashes and my real lashes together just like this to make sure that all the space is gone, so there's no like gaps, you know, because we don't want those weird gaps. But you just really want to make sure those end pieces are down, because those will really start to lift throughout the day if you don't have them down. So I'll show you one more time on my other eye, just so you can see it one more time. So I'm just gonna brush this glue on my other eyelash real quick. I'm not gonna show you on camera just because you know how to brush glue onto your eyelashes, so it's kind of like, I don't know, I don't want you to feel like I'm like thinking you're stupid here. I'm gonna take my eyelash and just drop it right onto my real lashes as close to my lash line as possible. Then I take my inner corner, pressing that right into my lash line if I can. Okay. Then I grab my end piece, pull it a little taut, stick that where I want it to go. And then with my finger, I'm going to start pressing them together to get rid of any extra space that I might have created. And there you have it. So this obviously doesn't, you know, this is not going to be something that's super easy for you to do. It took me a long time to get this right, but practice makes perfect, so keep on trying. I know that for me, it took me forever and a day to learn how to put on my false lashes, so just don't give up. I know it's super frustrating because everyone wants to be able to be good at everything, but you just gotta keep practicing. The more and more you do it, the better and better you'll be. This video is not meant to be like, hey, this is the only way you could put on false lashes. It's just the way I put on false lashes. Just because I do it one way doesn't mean it's right. Just because someone does it another way doesn't mean they're wrong or right or whatever. Everyone has their own unique way of doing things. So once you start really getting in tune with yourself, I guess, and figuring out how to put on your false lashes, you'll figure out your own way of doing them too. So this is just the way I do it because this is the way that's easiest for me. So you need to find what's easiest for you and stick to that, because that's the way that's going to work for you. I just thought that maybe if I made this video and put it out there, I thought that maybe I could help someone, you know, who's having a little bit of trouble, and maybe you can pick apart my video and pick certain things that I did, and maybe so certain things that you picked will work for you, and maybe they won't. But hopefully this helped you a little bit. And I'm sorry that my face looks like a mess. I just got back from the gym and I look like a wreck. And this is probably the closest you've ever been to my face, so welcome to hell. Anyway, guys, I really hope you like this video. I'm sorry that my lashes are like kind of ugly and messed up. They need to take a bath. I cleaned them before I did this, but I didn't like do a super deep clean because I was just like, I really wanted to get this video out there and I kind of was like running short on time. So hopefully you like this video. Hopefully it helped you out. But until next time, I love you guys, and please stay safe and happy, and I will see you next time. Bye.